Hello, welcome to Just Vintage Crochet Plus. Today we're going to immediately dive into another mystery pattern. After this, I will put up the other poncho from my old channel. Okay, if you are new to this channel, I have here a stack of patterns that were put together for me, so I did not look at these patterns. The title and picture have been removed. We have them. I just don't have them with me. Okay, so let's go ahead, pick our pattern, and we will find out what it is either along the way or at the end. And open. Number 4. Oh, look. It's another pattern from that Queen's Court book. Okay, this is exciting. The first one we did was a lot of fun and it turned out so pretty. We have 19 rounds. Let's see here. So these are made with thread, but as somebody mentioned in my last video, really taken a strain because I've been fussing a lot about my eyes lately. So I think I'll use a little bit of a thicker thread and hook this time around. But these are made with Raworth's crochet thread, really tiny stuff. So just a moment, I'll be right back. We're going to work with, this one here is always a fan favorite. Man, Lion Brand should pay me because I'm pretty sure I've helped them sell a metric ton of this stuff here. The mandala string, it calls for a 4mm hook, but because I know that the patterns from this book are meant to be worked with quite defined stitches, I'm going to go with a 3.5mm, and if that proves to be just a little too small, I'll bump it up to a 3.75, but I'm not going to do a 4. It says here, first row, make a chain of 21 loops. That's just like the last one. Turn back, work one long, which is going to be 1 US double crochet, UK treble crochet. You know what we discovered the last time we worked this book? The term treble crochet, US treble, UK double treble, didn't even exist then. All they could do was describe it. We have gone back so far in time. In 22 years, this pattern is going to be 200 years old. So we have gone back so far that we're reading patterns that predate the term treble crochet or double treble. Turn back, work the same, taking care to let the long stitch come into the chain stitch in the previous row. Okay. Continue these 2 rows alternately till there are 7 rows. That's a lot like the last one. After which the work must not be turned. Oh yeah, that was just like the last one too. So it seems like this pattern and that pattern is starting off the same. This is a different pattern, right? Yes, it's different. Work a row of double crochet, which is going to be a US single crochet. Take care to have 20 loops on every side. That's just like the last time. This isn't the same pattern. No, it's not the same pattern. Okay, but it's starting the same, which makes sense. I'm guessing the same pattern writer. She probably wrote all of these patterns to start off the same way if it was a fixed idea in her brain. Okay, make a chain of 21. This hook is going to work just fine. So I'll be right back. 21, and I do want to make mention, I actually have this pattern book available in my Etsy shop. I've had it in my Etsy shop for almost 2 years now. I've never worked out of it. I've never truly examined it. So chain of 21, turn back, work 1 long, 1 chain, miss 1. So this is the same as last time. If I work 1 long, then we're going to be short. We're not going to have 20 stitches across. So I counted it, and ignoring my chain 2, which is now just a builder, does not count as a stitch. Ignoring my chain 2, I will have 21 stitches across. A chain is a stitch in Victorian terms. Okay. So when they say 20 stitches across, even though we're skipping one and we're chaining one, that chain 1 does count as a stitch, which technically it is a stitch. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. In order to keep it at a 20 count, I had to work just a double crochet on the end with no chain, no skipping. But, I mean, we did start with 2 chains right here, so it works out. Okay, second row, turn back, work the same, taking care not to let the stitch come into the chain stitch in the previous row. So it needs to be worked on top. So, 2, okay. not to let the stitch come into the chain stitch. So working right on top of the previous row's stitch. That's what I'm gathering. So this is different from the last. Started off with the same stitch count, but it's definitely different. Not working into the chain 2 as that was just a builder. I did that right? Turn back, work the same. See here, work one long, one chain, miss one, yes. Turn back, work the same, taking care. Oh, I already got it wrong. I thought it said not. I don't know why my brain added a whole extra word that isn't even there. Okay, so I'm going to chain 3. The chain 2 is going to count as my double, plus a third one counts as my chain 1 into the chain 1 space. It says, taking care to let the long stitch come into the chain stitch in the previous row. So my bad. Just going to work a stitch there. Okay, and then it says continue to work these 2 rows alternately until there are 7 rows, after which the work must not be turned, and then we are to begin row 8. So I think I will start this next row with a chain 3, and there we go. So my guess is at the end of every row, I'm going to have 2 stitches side by side like that. Okay, I'll be right back whenever I have a total of 7 rows of this fillet work done. Okay, there we go. I did read on a little bit, so I grabbed some stitch markers. This is also very reminiscent of the first pattern from this book we worked. Good thing is I have recent experience, so it's not going to be as much of a struggle. So row 8, work a row of single crochet, taking care to have 20 loops on every side. So I was meant to maintain 20 stitches. With 2 additional chain stitches in each corner. So you basically just have to do your best to pack 20 stitches in on this side. You're going to easily get 20 on this side. Work your magic to get 20 on this side, and again, easily 20 on this side, and then just mark each corner after you work the chain 2s, because if you're working this in thread, those chain 2s could get lost. So I'm going to chain 1, and right here, I think I'll work my very first. So whenever I get to this point here, I will work my last single crochet, chain 2, and join to my first. So I will work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I better start packing these more. 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'd better put, well, 10. Yeah, 10. So now I just need to make sure I have room for 10 more. 11, put 2 here. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. No, so I already lost my count. So 2 here makes 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and put 1 here. 20, chain 2. And I will mark those 2. And then into that same stitch, I'll work my first. So I'll be right back. I'm going to finish working this all the way around. Okay, so there's a little bit of a spoiler here I didn't notice before, but this is a doily. And that's okay. The thing is, we don't know what it's going to look like until we're done. So I think what we're meant to do, even though they don't say it here and they don't say it here at the end of the 8th row, I think we need to cut, because it says here, cut off the thread as in the other doilies. So I think I'm supposed to cut here, and it's really the only way to make row 9 make sense. So I don't know why I undid that. I need to chain 1 and cut. And I do recall in the last one of these patterns we made, we did have to cut the thread at the end of every row, but it wound up working out really good. So I'm going to remove the stitch marker as well. And it says here, single crochet into second loop. Also in this pattern, or in this book, bear in mind, loop means chain, loop means a loop of chains, and loop also means the top of the stitch. So they use loop for everything. So single crochet into second loop of the 2 chain. There they were specific. 5 long into next loop. That could honestly be the top of a stitch. 3 chain, single crochet into 5th loop. That is going to be the top of the stitch. Repeat. At the corners, miss only 1 loop. That tells me, yes, 5 long into next does mean the next stitch over and not of the chain. Okay, says here, at the corners, miss only 1 loop instead of all 4. That might make sense when we get to the end of the row. All the corners must be made exactly alike to make the doily square. So we know it's a doily. Cut off the thread as in the other doilies, 10th row. Single crochet on the 4th long stitch. So you're going to cut off at the end of every row. So basically join to the 4th of the double crochet, US double crochet. Then 7 chain, single crochet into every 4th long stitch in last row. Repeat from here. At all corners, make 9 chains. Okay, so that is the next 2 rows. So my guess is the second chain here at the corners, miss only 1 loop instead of 4. Okay. I do recommend long tails so that you have plenty of weave-in room. So single crochet. Okay. Then 5 long into next loop. It's not telling me to chain or anything. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to go ahead and mark this first single crochet just so I don't lose it. Then it says to chain 3, single crochet into 5th loop. 1, okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means I skip 3 and work into the 4th. And we'll leave these behind. So having worked 5 into the first loop, then we only have to skip 3. That makes, because the 5 is in the first loop, so that first loop counts as 1, then 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th loop over is actually the 4th loop from the shell. So chain 3, skip 3, and then work a 5 US double crochet shell. 3, 4, and 5, chain 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th, well, I don't know. Maybe it says 5, it says skip, repeat into the 5th loop. Oh, that does confuse things. So maybe it is chain 3, skip 4. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then into the 5th. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th. 3, 4, 5, and 5. Chain 3. And now I am a little confused what I am meant to do at the corner. Work a single crochet? Because 1, 2, 3, 4. That does put me right in line with the chain 2. At the corners, miss only 1 loop instead of 4. Okay, now that makes more sense by skipping. So my first idea was hokey and dumb. So it was skip 4. Okay, miss only 1 loop instead of 4. All the corners must be made exactly alike. So do I work just a single crochet into the corner? Or do I need to work the fan stitch? This is where an image would really come in handy. So miss just 1 loop. So 1, there's my next stitch there. Oh man, brick wall. Okay, I'm going to play with this for just a minute and see what I can work out. I'll be right back. No, I totally see where I went wrong. I don't know why I do this to myself. Okay, and then now it says here, okay, 5 long into the next loop, 3 chain, single crochet into the 5th loop, and then repeat. So 3 chain, single crochet into the 5th loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet, and then repeat. So does the repeat mean the very next stitch over, I work the 5 long? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, chain 3, skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that skip 4 is starting to make a little more sense. And in the 5th, work a single crochet, and in the very next stitch over, work my shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet. Very next stitch over, work a shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, chain 3. And instead of skipping 4, it says to skip 1. I actually have 2 to skip. So did I do the math wrong? Did I not skip enough somewhere? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I only skipped 3. It makes sense now why it says at the corners only miss 1 loop, because there's going to be only 1 single crochet left to skip instead of the 4. And then I think I put the single crochet into the chain 2 space. So 1, 2, 3, and I only skipped 3, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then, yep, that's going to leave me with just 1 stitch. So the math is mathing. It's working out. Remarkable how sometimes some of the oldest patterns are the easiest to comprehend compared to something from the 1960s patterns, and some of the 1970s patterns are so unnecessarily, excessively wordy. It's too much information. Sometimes a little vagueness is needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then chain 3 and single crochet into the second chain, or really just the chain 2 space. Just going to go into the chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3. And then do I skip a stitch? No, the very next stitch over. So the very first single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 3. Skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the 5th. And then in the very next stitch over. Okay, I'm going to work this all around. I will be right back. Okay, I think that's correct. If not, I mean, we'll know by the end of the pattern or a few rows in whenever nothing works out, and it'll be like, oh, it's all the way back to that. Okay, cut off the thread. Got it. And I weaved in all of my ends. So there we go. So 10th row, single crochet on the 4th long stitch. I guess any random 4th. Well, maybe starting on a corner, or I don't know, we'll see. 7 chain and single crochet into every 4th long stitch in the last row. Repeat from at the corners, make 9 chain. So I will start from like here and work my way across to the next corner. I'm just keeping the corners marked. So in the 4th long, so the second to last, cutting off at the end of every row could disrupt the natural flow of the color change of this yarn, but then again, maybe not. Okay, and it said to single crochet, and I'll just weave this in at the bottom of that fan stitch there, and 7 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 single crochet into the 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why the 4th? Why not the 3rd? Because it's off to the side. We had this problem in the last as well. Remember, it kept saying the 4th, and really it was meant to be in the middle? Should lessons be learned from this? It did that. Like, if you watched that video, if someone can confirm for me. Interruption there. My son's pill alarm went off, and I do film on my phone, and the alarm is on my phone. But if someone can jump down in the comments and confirm that it would say 4th, but it clearly, when you looked at the picture at the end of the video, it clearly meant into the center, which my instinct was to do in the center. So I went back that first row where it said into the 4th, and I did everything in the center. And I just stayed in the center. Every time it said 4th, I just said, nope, I'm just going to do the center. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, It is correct. Look, the single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here's where I got, basic English language messed up. I'm being a little sarcastic there because it says on the 4th long stitch, but is it just the 4th stitch over into every 4th long stitch? But if you count the single crochet, even though that's not a long stitch, it is the 4th stitch over is the middle. Are they messing up, or did I mess up, or is it just a way of speaking then that I am not familiar with because it's almost 200 years later? It could be an amalgamation of all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And counting the single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, that puts us in the middle. I'm going to go with that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. And then 9. So I think I need to jump over. I can probably remove these stitch markers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1, 2, 3, the center stitch. I think I'll make that chain 9 a little loose, a little more loose than I just did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's much looser than it was before. Again, 1, 2, 3. That's better. Because before it was too tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. I'll be right back. Okay, got all that done. Weaved in all of my ends. Now we are ready for row 11. Begin at center of chain 7, 7 double crochet, 5 chain, single crochet into next 7, 5 chain, 9 long, 9 double crochet into the 9 chain, making 1 chain between each double crochet stitch at the top. 5 chain, single crochet into center of 7, 5 chain, repeat. Begin at center of, so I weaved in over here, so I'm going to come to the opposite side. Begin at center, 3. Should I work into the, I'll just work into the chain space because that's what I've been doing the whole time. And it's fine, it creates a nice texture. Okay. Oh, I'm going to need to work into that chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, because I've got to work 7 double crochet in it. So yeah, that changes things just a bit. Okay, I'll work 2 chains for my first of 7. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I will weave my tail in on the back of this fan stitch here at the end. Okay, 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet into the next 7 chain. I think I can just go around. And then 5 chains. 9 into the 9 chain. Okay, so clearly it wanted me to start over here. So I think I work 7 in this next one. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, clearly it wanted me to start, and likely that's what it shows in the picture too. Maybe, I don't know. But it obviously wanted me to start, no, it wanted me to start here, didn't it? That makes a difference. That makes a difference. Into the center 7. Oh, the center 7. Okay, be right back. I'm going to do all that again. That's where the wording gets me. Center chain of 7. So I take it as just pick a random chain of 7 and begin in the center chain. Center chain of 7, but it could mean center of center chain. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 9. It says 9 into the 9 chain. So 1 into, yes, 1 into each, because I am meant to work 1 chain between each stitch. Let's see how that would work, how that would look. Just going around the chain. 2, 3, 4, yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Just a moment. I want to see how it looks working into the chain, so I'll be right back. I may need to work into the chain the whole pattern. Let's see. I think it's looking a little better worked into the chain, so I won't cut any corners this time. I'll work in the chain. All right, and then basically repeat. So 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Work 5 double here. So I will be right back. Okay, so I was just about to cut and weave in my ends, and I looked at the pattern. I like to look it over, make sure I got it right. And I think I did not, even though I hate the way this is joined, don't get me wrong, but I really like the way this looks. I think this is so pretty with these little fans here. It's turning into something really fancy, but I think I got it wrong. I think I got the corners right. I think I'm not supposed to do fan stitches. 5 double crochet, the first on the second of the 7. I remember in the last pattern we did, it was in a row and then it would decrease like this and then it would increase like that in a certain section. This is not the last pattern, but it's the exact same pattern, Ryder. And so now I'm thinking, are these meant to be 7 double crochet in a row? Yes, I do. I seriously do. So I'm glad that I didn't cut yet. So here's what I'm thinking it's supposed to be, just to show a quick example here. 7 in a row with no chains in between, because it didn't say to put chains in between, only on the 9. 2, 3, 4. This is why I like to work around the chain. Working through the chain just is such a slowdown. It just is, okay? Don't judge me. 1, 2, 3. This is just for a quick example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now this next row we're going to work. I do believe that we are meant to work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So I need to go back and redo this row, but the corners I do believe are correct. I'm confident in the corners because the next row is going to tell us to work in between the chain stitches and work double crochets there. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, got my ends weaved in, and I did work through the chains and not around them all the way around. Okay, so 12th row, 5 double crochet, the first on the second of the 7. Then 5 chains, single crochet into the 4th loop, 5 chains. So let's just take this one little step at a time. I wish this would quit trying to fall over. So I finished here. I'll go ahead and start here into the second double crochet, and I worked a stacked single on my last round, so I'm going to work a stacked single again. That way I don't have a, okay, weave in my end, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Then it says 5 chains, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the 4th loop. It's that 4th loop thing again. It surely is. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to say the middle, counting this stitch as a loop because that's what they do. 1, 2, 3, 4, which puts you in the center. Okay, 5 chain, single crochet into 3rd loop. 3rd loop from the single crochet stitch, right? Okay, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, yeah. So the first one was meant to be in the center. Okay, 5 chain, 8 long. That is 1 long in every chain between the 9 long, making 2 chain at the top between each long stitch. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Work a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2. I'll be right back. Okay, so that's row 12 or round 12 done. So let's work on 13. 3 double crochet, the first on the second of the 5 double crochet, 5 chains, single crochet into 4th loop. I am not going to be tricked by that again. I know what that means now, pretty much in the middle. 5 chains, single crochet into center of 5, 5 chain, 1 double crochet on the first double, 2 chain, miss 1 loop, repeat from here 10 times more. I think that's a corner. 5 chain, single crochet into center of second 5. Okay, 5 chain and single crochet into center of next 5. Oh, okay, I get it now. And then 5 chain, repeat. Okay, so I finished here. I'll go ahead and join here in the second one over. Start with my stacked single just for a nice neat look. Didn't want to go in. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, and that's it. And then chain 5. Then work our single crochet into this center chain. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Chain 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the center of this chain. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that the center? Yeah, it is. 1, 2, 3. Okay, chain 5 again. And then, got a little hair or something. Okay, and then it says 1 long on the first long. Then 2 chain, miss 1 loop, so 1 stitch, and repeat 10 times more. I only have 8 stitches total, so I don't know how I repeat 10 times more. Oh, no. No. Repeat from, 10 times more. I don't have 10 times more to repeat. Did I mess this up? Okay, 3, then chain 5, single, chain 5, single. I think we're supposed to skip that. Not that it would make a difference, but it just says chain 5 and then to work on the first long. So we don't work into this chain here, I guess. That still doesn't help. Miss 1 loop. Well, 10 times more. Okay, let's try this. 2 chain. It says miss 1 loop, but let's just into the loop. Then 10 times more would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it would be too many because I only have 8 double crochet here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I screw up in the last one? 5 chain, 8 long. That is 1 long in every chain between the 9 long, making 2 chain at the top between each long stitch. Then 5 chain, single crochet. So no, I got that one correct. Just want to make sure I got that correct. So I don't know how I do it 10 times more. I don't know. The only thing I can think of to do at this point is to, whatever I do, make sure I have 11 double crochet separated by 2 chains. So that's what I'm going to do. So I will work the next over the top. I think when I get up to the point, I'll add a little something extra. When I get to the center, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, and I think right here, I'll put 1 in the space and then 1 on top. And then I'll repeat that on this side here, 1 in the space. And there we go. That should do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 9, 10. Oh, I got to add another one. Okay, how about this? One right in the middle here, and then over, and then in this space. Now that should do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I think most importantly is keeping the stitch count correct for the following rows. I mean, I followed it. It said to work 8. I reread it. It now wants us to work 11, and it's not being super clear about that. The pattern writer obviously knows we have 8 from the previous round, so I'm going to take it upon myself to make it work however I need to. So pretty much what I'm going to do is work 1, 2, 3 normally, and then work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all in a row with no skipping, and then finish up. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, and then of course, chain 5, skip this chain here, and work those center stitches. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so that's round 13 done. Let's look at round 14. 5 double crochet, the first to come in the first loop beyond the 3 long in the last row, beyond the 3 long here. 5 chain, double or single crochet into center of 5 chain, 5 chain, single crochet into same loop, 5 chain, then 1 long on the first long, 2 chain, miss 1 loop, repeat from 15 times. I may have to fudge that again. I'm going to have to fudge that again because I have 11. So I'm going to have to make that work again. 5 chain, single crochet into center of second 5, then 5 chain, single crochet into same loop, 5 chain, repeat from beginning. Okay. Beyond the 3 is confusing me. So it wants us to start here, but it doesn't tell us to do that anywhere else, just here. It doesn't tell us to skip over the 3 the next go around. So am I working 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? The first to come in the first loop beyond the 3 long in the last row. Then 5 chain. If we were to put 5 single crochet here, double crochet, forgive me. So we work our 5 here. Then we work 5 chain, single crochet into center, 5 chain, single crochet into same loop. Maybe. Then 5 chain. Okay. Then we work the 15, and I'm just trying to map this out before I get started. I want to make sure that I don't have to go back and undo anything. Okay, so we make the 15 work. Okay, then we work 5 chain, single crochet into center of the second. So we're skipping over this again. Single crochet into center of second. Then 5 chain, single crochet into same loop. Repeat from beginning. So does that mean, but beginning says beyond the 3 double. That would cause a huge conundrum. Do we go over? So then we look at the 16th row, 9 long, the first into the first loop beyond the second. Oh, 15. Okay, 7 long, the first into the first loop beyond the 5 long. So is it wanting us to build it the way it's describing it? We're going to start to create this only here, and it would just come off to one side. Nothing on this side, just off to one side. If you can picture, that doesn't seem right to me. That doesn't seem right. So, all right, let me play with this real quick and I'll be right back. Something new as well. I was just looking at this pattern again. It's like 3 minutes have actually gone by. We're going to start creating little Van Dyke stitches in the corners. I read every row. We're going to start creating Van Dyke stitches in the corners. So does it want us to create this alongside a Van Dyke stitch? It doesn't make sense. So I don't want to get this wrong because this is really going to start to bloom out. We're going to do quite a bit of Van Dyke stitching after this. And if I start making one of these right here, because this, from what I've seen on the other rows, this is going to eventually become like 11 double crochet. So does it really want us to create 11 double crochet off to the side next to a whole bunch of Van Dyke stitches? That makes no sense. So I think when it says beyond, does that mean it's outside of? That's the only way, from the way the pattern reads, that's the only way this makes sense, is that for this to bloom out while these are blooming out. Because we are going to work a lot of Van Dyke stitches. See, it says, so into the next row we're going to work after this, the 15th row, we're going to start working 3 long under the first 2 chain. 1 chain, miss 1 space, repeat 7 times more. 3 long, repeats 9 in all. And then 3 long, 8 times more. then 3 long, and to the 4th, 9 times more, 11 times in all. So there's going to be a lot of Van Dyke stitches blooming out the way it reads. And the way this portion here reads, it's going to be blooming out to like where we have like 11 of them. That is if I'm reading it right. I think I am. And each time it says beyond. Each row it does say beyond. But when it says beyond, at this point I'm thinking it means outside of the 3, outside of the 5, outside of the, so beyond, no longer working, starting in over a stitch, but beyond. That's what I'm thinking. So that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to start with 5. We're eventually going to end up with a lot more than that by the end. Okay, so that's 1, 2. Plus, doesn't it kind of make sense? We have 3. It wants us to make 5. Doesn't that just kind of make sense? Makes sense to me. Well, I'm going to take a risk with it looking symmetrical than with it looking all off to the side. I'll take that risk. Okay, and then 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then double crochet or single crochet into the center of the 5 chain. Which one? No, because this isn't 5 chain anymore. This isn't 5 chain anymore. If that's the way the pattern is meant, then it's right here. So 1, 2, 3, and then 5 chain and into the same loop. But should I be working around the chain this time? Because that's going to create kind of a picot. Maybe that's what they want, though. But why? The picots go on the edge of things. Looking into the future again. So 9 long. No, 7 long. See, that makes sense again. We did 5. The next round, it wants us to do 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 5. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I only put 4 stitches? I did. Huh. Oh, man, I'm glad I caught that. Everything happens for a reason. Okay, regardless. All right. 7 long, 5 chain, single crochet in the point of the 5 chain. Okay, it's saying point. So maybe it does want it to be like a little picot. That's what I'm going to do because it says point. I'm glad I went back and looked again because, yeah, that would have, I missed a whole stitch right there. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so the next time around, if this is the way it's supposed to be. Look, doesn't it just seem to make sense? Okay, I'll let it go. We're just going to go for it and see how it works out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then into this stitch here, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think I'll work a slip stitch. Because it's not necessary to work in the single crochets in the next round. I already know that, and a slip stitch will be nice and neat and clean rather than the 2 single crochet. Don't judge me. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have to start making these work. So 1, 2, we are looking for, I think I'll try to do what I did last time. 3, and then, ooh, I forgot to put a chain 1 on that one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. No, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So just 1 more in the space. And then the rest should make for 15. A little uneven though, so I'll step back and take a look and see where I need to make adjustments to make it more symmetric. Because it's like we have them mostly over on this side, right? Yeah. So 15 is an odd number. So it may just have to be a little uneven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think I can do 4 on each side just to keep it looking even. Okay, then we'll take a look at that. That looks more even. Look at that. That looks more even now. 1, 2, 3, 4 before we start working in the chain spaces. and then ending with 1, 2, 3, 4 with nothing in the chain spaces. Okay, or is it? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that is going to be my repeat. So 5. Skip over this and work a little loop in this one. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just going to do, again, a slip stitch. I really think it'll be cleaner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I work my 5 in a row. See, I really think that they didn't worry too much about being real wordy because they had the image to rely on. The image is likely a huge part of the pattern. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay, so we have the little picot guys here. All right, so that's my repeat. I will be right back. Okay, now we are ready for the 15th row. 7 double crochet. I'm just going to say 7 double crochet in a row. And then 5 chain, single crochet in the point of the 5 chain. So these little picots here. Then our repeat, 3 double crochet under the first 2 chain. 1 chain, miss 1 space, repeat from 7 times more. So we're looking for a total of 8. Then 5 chain, single crochet into the little picot, the little point, 5 chain, and then repeat with the 7 in a row. So it wants a total of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I have to get clever again. Why did they even have us do 15 stitches? Gonna have to get clever again. Not a problem. Oh, I'm gonna start here because I don't want to start on that knot. Okay, so starting with my stacked single there, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, 5 chain, single crochet, and 5 chain. And here's where we really need to get clever. Make this work. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's just some crochet, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will go into the first chain. 1, 2, and 3. Do we chain anything in between? 3 long, 2 chain, miss 1 space. So, oh, miss 1 space. I thought it was miss 1 stitch. So this shouldn't be a problem then if we're missing 1 space. Yeah, it was my fault for miscomprehending. So 2 chain, miss a whole nother space. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to have to put 2 in a row. Or did I miss a space? Did I not work enough spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, 14 spaces is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So I think I'm going to have to put 2 in a row somewhere. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8. I think that's what I will do. So keeping the chain 2 and in the very next space over, 2 and 3, chain 2, skip a space. This should line me up just fine then. 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet into the little loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then work 7 in a row. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this. I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and started on the 16th row just because it's the same as usual. Start in this chain, work all the way across, end in this chain. So let's go ahead and move on with the rest of this round. Okay, so it wanted us to start with 9 double crochet, which I went ahead and did there. And 5 chains, single crochet on the single crochet chain. What? Single crochet on single crochet 5 chain. Oh, onto here. Okay, just wasn't reading it right. Different time, different language. 2, 3, 4, 5. Work a single on the single. Then it is 5 chain, no. Then 3 long into the 5th loop. 1 chain, 3 long into the 4th loop. 1 chain, repeat 7 more times, 9 times in all. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5. Onto the 5th loop into this chain. So 1, 2, and 3. And my guess is we're going to end that way too onto the last chain over on this side. Okay, then chain 2 and 3 long. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. And then do we skip? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, no skipping at all. So into every chain 2 space, we work a Van Dyke stitch, which wasn't called a Van Dyke stitch yet, I guess. Well, I guess it was. No, it wasn't. No, not in the 1840s. 1850s, yes. Okay, I'll be right back. I worked myself over to the other side there. And now into this first chain, I'll work my last one, and that makes the 9th group. Chain 5, single on the single, chain 5, and work 9 in a row. Okay, that's going to be the repeat all around. I will be right back. Okay, I went ahead and started row. Well, I guess I can show you how that last row turned out. There we go. And now on row 17, it wanted us to start as usual, so I went ahead and just did that real quick with 11 double crochet in a row. And then we work 5 chain, single on the single, then 5 chain, and 3 into the 5th loop. So once again, 3 into this chain right here. And it's basically going to be a repeat of the last round, only more of these. How many? 8 times more. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 total. So it's just a repeat of the last row. I think this would work out great with the 5 chains in thread because it's a much finer material. But if you're going to make this with a thicker thread like I am, my recommendation would be when it says to do 5 chains, just do 3 or 4 chains, because that's where the bulk of my kind of curling and rippling is coming from. And even if I go to block this, because these chains are so long with the type of thread I'm using, then this will get crinkled. And there's really not going to be an easy way to block this without the rippling. You can block the center to get the center to look more square, but because the chains and this type of material is the way it is, it's not going to look like this. This is how you want it to look. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try to block it, but I don't foresee that it's going to work out so good. And that is, again, because of the type of material I use. So if you're going to copy exactly what I'm doing and you're using a thicker thread or yarn, don't work the 5 chains. Just try it with 3. And if 3 is too short, then go with 4. But I think 3 is actually going to be the best way to go. That way you have a little bit of an easier time with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so again, just a repeat of the last row. So I will work that out really quick with 10 of the Van Dyke stitches. I'm going to work all around, and I'll be back for round 18. Okay, so I finished round 17. I started round 18 because it's just like round 17, with the exception of after you work this time 13 across, you're going to chain 5, skip the single crochet, and into the first chain, before your first Van Dyke stitch, you start working your Van Dykes. And other than that, everything is the same. From here, you'll work your last Van Dykes, chain 5, and jump over and start making your 13 in a row. So I didn't feel like there was a point in really showing you that. I can just easily explain it because it's much of the same. We're just skipping the single crochet. So I'll be back for the last round, round 19. Okay. Now we are ready for round 19. Yes, I do think I'm going to have a little bit of a struggle attempting to block this to bring out the design. But that's a problem for another moment. In this moment, our problem is round 19. In this round, all the long stitches must be made by twisting the thread twice. So we're going to be making US treble crochet, UK double trebles. So we're going to work a single crochet over the long stitches and over the chain stitches. Then work 3 chain, 4 long under the 2 chain, 3 chain, single crochet in next 2 chain. Okay, 3 chain, 4 long under the next 2 chain, 3 chain, single crochet. Okay, so we'll start with, I joined here. So we will start with the single crochet right into the first stitch. Single crochet across all the doubles and the chains. Okay, so I'm going to work that really quick. I will be right back. I'm going to work 5 singles into the chain 5 space. Okay. Now it says here 3 chain and 4 double crochet, no, 4 treble, US treble crochet underneath the 2 chain. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and 3 chain, single crochet into the next chain 2 space, 3 chain and 4 doubles. So this is going to be the repeat. 4 trebles, 2, 3, and 4, and a single crochet in the next space, and then 4 trebles in the next. And when we get to this point, we work 5 singles, work singles across the top, 5 singles again, chain 3, and repeat. So that's the last round. I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and work the rest of this off camera. Okay, so I noticed a problem with the way I was working the pattern. I had worked around this corner and around this corner. I did go back and fix that weird little stitch thing I did over here. But I noticed that I wasn't coming out symmetric. So we start off with a shell here, but I kept ending with a single crochet here. So I went back and looked at the pattern, and yes, there is further instruction. I just sort of figured it was just them repeating this over and over again. No. So you want to make a shell, a single crochet, a shell, a single crochet, shell, chain 2, shell into the very next space, and then continue with this pattern here. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shells, and these two are basically side by side with no single crochet separating, and then moving on. So that's the correct way to work the corners. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. I'll be right back. Okay, all finished. This is my attempt to block it. I think over here it's a little too pointy, unless it's supposed to be. I haven't looked at it yet, but Justin is actually going to get the picture for me right now. Got lucky and I caught him in the kitchen. I think this is what it's supposed to look like. I can't imagine it would look like anything else. I do wish that with this thicker thread, I had just done 3 or 4 chains here. It would have made blocking a little bit easier while still not losing the design, but I was able to block it if it was even meant to be blocked. But this is what I have so far, so just give me a second and I'll get the picture. I'm very happy. Here it's our number 4, but it's also pattern number 4 in the Court Crochet book, and that's going to be on page 18. And there it is again, right there, number 4. I think we got it. I do think we got it. I think I blocked it right too. I do think I blocked it right. I was worried that I was supposed to keep these indented. Whenever I first started blocking it, I didn't make these flat. These were down like this. And actually I kind of like it like that. Hang just a moment. All the pins out from those areas there. This is how it looked whenever I first blocked it. And I thought that's the way it's supposed to look. And then I started thinking about the straight just row of single crochet we did, and I thought maybe it's supposed to be straight right there, so I wanted to see what it looked like straight. but I honestly preferred it like this. See, I even had these pinned down to pull it down a little bit because I really like the way that it looks like this. But I can see that, yeah, these are supposed to be flat, but I do like it kind of curved like that. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird. But this is cooled down now. I just took the hot hair dryer to it all. So let's see how well, this is acrylic, this mandala string, mandala string, cannot speak. My mind is on dole. It is an acrylic. It's not cotton. So you can block it with a flat iron or a clothes iron or a hot hair dryer like I did. And it looks like it's holding. It's not permanent. Like it will ultimately change its shape again. But this will do for now. Okay, so if you ever want to know how to block your acrylic, even if you're in the middle of a project and it's just curling too much on you, especially Tunisian crochet, just finish the last row you're working on, put lock that stitch in, pin it down onto anything. I always use my couch, and just hit it with the hot air dryer and let that fabric relax. I really do kind of like this better. Ooh, you guys let me know. This is the way it's meant to look. I like it like this. I do. But yeah, you can just hit it with the hot air dryer and relax those fibers and then continue on with your project. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so proud of this. We got it. Look at that. We absolutely nailed this one. Oh, I'm so happy. And I love the way this yarn, that's this stuff right here. You can find it through Lion Brand. You can find it on Amazon. It's just mandala string. And again, if you like this colorway, it's called Ballad. If I said Ballard earlier, that was dumb. It's Ballad. There you go. That's all the info on that. This is so stinking pretty. This is one of my favorite pattern books that I have. I am beyond grateful that Justin decided to put the whole book in our bowl. Okay, guys, I'm dying to hear what you think of this one. And, oh, wait. I wanted to confirm something down here. Yes. Okay. And this was correct too. Remember at first I thought it was supposed to be a shell, but the way the next row read, it was clear it wasn't supposed to be a shell. But okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the next row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wait, that's the... Yes, and then up here. So, right, so we have the 8. Then it wanted us to double it, but it wasn't specific how to do that. I guess that's where the picture comes in handy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So fudging it is what you have to do to make those portions, these 2 rows work. You have to just fudge it. I think we did a pretty good job with that. Look at that. Okay, super proud of this one. I love it whenever I get them right. These patterns are actually really easy to read if you're comfortable just fudging it. If you're comfortable going with your gut, these are great patterns. Okay, I love you guys lots. Queen Victoria is very proud, I'm sure, looking down, seeing people almost 200 years later still playing with patterns that were dedicated to her and her court. I'll see you guys in the next mystery.